Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So first things first, I do owe you an apology. I'm super sorry that I have been a little bit of neglective regarding this channel here. I'm not gonna lie, the past few weeks have been a little challenging for me, and there's so much stuff going on in my real private personal life that I just had to focus on, and therefore there wasn't really a lot of time left for this little space in the internet. However, I am back and I will do my best to, get back into the routine and to be more consistent with uploading regular videos every single Sunday. But in case you miss me, you can always head over to my Instagram, because there I am a little bit more active on a daily basis and a little bit more, personal, chatty, sharing and showing outfits, new products, etc, etc. So a couple of days ago, I actually asked you guys over on my Instagram channel what kind of video you would like to see next. And most of you actually voted for my wish list for the fall-winter season. So without further ado, let's dive into that. So in general, I have to say that I have been in a little bit of a style glut, or how do you call it? Like an uninspired phase regarding fashion for the past weeks, because I felt like I got caught up a little bit too much with trendy pieces, branded pieces, more than I would usually do, because I would not consider that to be my particular taste. So for the fall-winter season, I want to make an effort to go a little bit back to my roots of, high-quality cashmere, understated luxury that is timeless, versatile, yet with a modern twist and with some kind of uniqueness to it, if you know what I mean. So you will see no logos and no super loud branded items in this particular wish list. So let's start with my favorite category, which is of course knitwear. I would love to invest in a couple of amazing knitwear items for this fall winter. I do actually already own a very classic staple micro collection of knitwear. And this fall winter I would love to add a couple of more unique and different cashmere items that I can still wear on a daily basis, but they are just a little bit more, they just have a little bit more uniqueness and spice to them. So the first combo on my wish list would be the modern twin set by Kate New York, or Kate. So maybe some of you already know Kate and this very iconic twin set that the brand actually stands for, that the brand got famous for basically. So this twin set consists of a cashmere bra with a matching cashmere cardigan. And I love that idea. I love the idea of taking a very classic and almost conservative combo like the twin set and just reinventing it with a sexy yet still super classy and modern and cool twist. These items, of course, you can wear together. You can button up the cardigan as much as you like, up or down. And I think that, this is actually something that is way more versatile than it may look at first glance. Also, of course, the cardigan, it has a super beautiful structure and silhouette to it. It's very unique in my opinion, and of course you can also wear it with other things as well. The only downside about this particular combo is the price. The price is hefty, and I honestly do not know if I will be able to justify that kind of crazy price for a twin set like this. Which brings me to my next piece, which would be a great alternative that is a little bit more affordable than Kate. And that is a brand that I just recently discovered, and that is Extreme Cashmere. Extreme Cashmere is actually a brand from the Netherlands, and they do one size, one gender, one material collections that completely consist of cashmere. And I love that idea. So I think price-wise they are kind of in that mid-range. You can get beautiful colors, beautiful cuts with Extreme Cashmere. They are very modern. They are even somehow edgy, if you want to say it so. So I actually already got myself just recently a beautiful combination of a one-shoulder top made of cashmere by Extreme Cashmere with a matching cardigan, which is more of a oversized cardigan. I already unboxed these two items over on my Instagram, but I will also do a proper haul here on this channel, including these 2 items very soon. But they have so much more to offer and so many more designs, many colors that I absolutely love, that I think I will definitely keep my eyes on this brand for this fall winter season, see how the items that I already got perform, and then maybe add a little bit more of this brand to my cashmere collection. And the last cashmere related thing on my wish list would be a little bit more fitted feminine cashmere items. I particularly really fell in love with this jumper made of cashmere by Atuzada. So on the model here you can see that she wears this sweater like completely off the shoulder. I would personally probably just wear it off one shoulder, like hanging a little bit loose over there. I think especially on those, home office days, which I have a lot of recently, you can wear something super cozy, super comfortable, and yet feel a little bit more put together, a little bit more extra, a little bit more feminine, and just feel, good about yourself. I do want to introduce a couple of more feminine, sensual items to my wardrobe, because I do tend to love very unisex, almost tomboyish kind of items, which of course is absolutely fine and there's no problem with that whatsoever. I just, feel the personal need to feel a little bit more feminine from time to time. So something like this would be still very much in my comfort zone, because I'm not someone who loves like a huge décolletage or something like that. And even though it is something that may reveal a little bit of skin, it is still very classy, it is still very elegant and quite timeless. Moving on, another item that I would actually love to add to my wardrobe, but I honestly do not know if now is the right time, but it is this beautiful blazer by Magda Butter. If you don't know Magda Butter, she's a Polish designer. She's extremely popular and successful right now, and she sells at most of the like international big online luxury retailers. And I had my eyes on this brand for quite a while now. I never pulled the trigger because most of her designs are very like outgoish, so nighttime appropriate. However, with this particular blazer, I mean, if you already follow me, I am a lover of blazers. I think that this is a piece that is, of course, very statement, but on the other hand, you can style this up and down, I think, easier than it may appear. I absolutely love that the shoulders are like super there, super accentuated, but then at the same time it really cinches in the waistline, which still keeps it feminine. This is something that I could totally wear at the office if I have, important meetings. I could also wear this to certain events that I sometimes still have to attend to, even though, of course, due to the pandemic, these events are a little bit, less often than they used to. I think it's an amazing statement piece that you don't wear on a daily basis, but are still happy about having it when you need something different and something that makes you feel super confident and great. So yeah, I do absolutely love it. However, this item, of course, is also quite pricey. And because of the fact that I am mostly working from home these days because of the pandemic, because my whole work schedule or work routine, let's say it like that, really changed, I don't know if I could still justify the price for a piece like that, even though it is absolutely stunning, because, as I said, the occasions for me to wear something like this are much more rare than they used to be. So probably, those cashmere items that I've mentioned would be the better choice for me, because they are just more functional for my current life situation. The last clothing item I already talked about, I have to admit, and it is still, or again, on my wish list. And I'm telling you, I think this fall winter season I finally have to pull the trigger on this, because I have been dreaming of this particular piece for, I don't know, a couple of years, honestly. And the piece that I'm talking about is by the row, and it's the Tilda trousers. So these are very tight and very fitted trousers by the row. They are black, they are super stretchy, extremely hugging and flattering. I already tried them on. They do end right above the ankle, and the highlight detail that, in my opinion, makes these trousers so special is the slit in the front of your legs, which is around 10 centimeters up, something like that. I love these slits up the front. I love this detail. I love how, as I said, flattering and slim the rest of these trousers are or is. And they are simple, they are elegant, they are chic. You can dress them up and down, and they still are super comfortable because of the stretchy material. So for a pair of trousers, these are of course very expensive, but I know that I would get a ton of wear out of these. And since I, as I already said, have been dreaming of these for such a long time, I think that I will just have to get them this fall winter at some point. Let's move on to accessories, shoes and bags. Let's start with the accessories. So currently I have 2 belts on my wish list, and what was very important for me right now, finding a new belt that I could wear over knitwear to like with a blazer or something like that for fall winter, was that it was not branded. I still wanted something statement and something present, but with no logo on it. So the first belt that I really like, and I actually already ordered it, so it is on its way to me right now, is this belt by Alexander McQueen. It's very, very simple in itself. What I really love about it is that it looks like 2 belts. It's like a fake layering look, if you know what I mean. So it is like one piece at the back, and then up the front, it comes around your waist, appearing as 2 separate belts. And I also love that the buckles are not like completely symmetrical, but they are like next to each other, if that makes sense. So I really love that look. I think it's really refined, it's different, yet it is very, very simple and understated in the same time. And I also think that this is something that is very timeless, and this is something that I can wear for many years because it does not have a very trendy element to it. It's not particularly wide or thin or embellished or whatsoever, and therefore I think even though the price is hefty for a belt, this is something that I could get a lot of wear out of for a very long time, and I honestly do not have many accessories. If I love something really much and it completely convinces me, I think I could justify that particular price. Another belt that I also really like, but I'm not sure how it will wear on my particular body shape, is this stretchy leather strap belt by Bottega Veneta. I know, I already talked about Bottega Veneta in my recent video and said that the new Bottega is over, that it's overhyped, and I still stand by that. I just think that there are always 1 or 2 classic cool items that you can take away from every collection and from every brand. And in my opinion, in this specific case, I don't really care that it is Bottega Veneta. I just love the design. I love that it has like the stretchy leather strap and that it has a very beautiful, almost jewelry-like closure that is still not branded, like heavily branded, if you know what I mean. I really like the idea of it. I think it can look very beautiful on dresses, for example. I don't know how heavy this closure might be, so let's see about that. When it comes to shoes, in general, I'm actually quite happy and content with my shoe collection at the moment. However, there is one thing that I would like to try out, let's say it like that. And this is a pair of like heavy, chunky Chelsea boots. So this is an example of the perfect chunky Chelsea boot that you've seen all over Instagram, and these are by Bottega Veneta as well. And I'm not sure if I have to like take this particular design. I'm still looking for alternatives. But if you already follow me, you will know that I actually am a fan of chunky shoes. I'm also a fan of chunky shoes for summer. Because if the shoe fits right and if you style it in the right way, a chunky shoe can actually be extremely flattering. If you have a lot of volume and a lot of weight around your feet, the rest of your body, like your legs and your hips, even your waistline, can appear a little smaller, tighter and more petite due to the fact that you are wearing a lot of volume around your feet. So I am not particularly afraid of having, you know, the impression of like a big foot or like a, you know, very present foot, because it can have a very positive impact on the rest of my appearance. And this is what I love about a chunky shoe. And I do have a couple of chunky sandals when it comes to my summer wardrobe. However, for the fall winter season, I don't really have that one shoe that I love that is chunky enough, but not too crazy and yet flattering in some way. So I'm thinking of something along the way of these Bottega Chelsea shoes. I'm not sure if I want to get these particularly. And I actually think, even though they are very heavily marketed and they were very present last year already, and it is the new Bottega, I think that they in itself are quite cool, quite even like timeless in my opinion. Yes, they have the trendy element to it because they are extremely chunky, but other than that, I think they are quite neutral. I think the reason why they got hyped up so much is because they are by Bottega and not because they are like a crazy shoe, you know what I mean? Bottega has way crazier shoe designs out there. I mean, I already talked about that. So I think this is actually a good pair of shoes. I still don't know if I will go with these or if I will, you know, end up finding a different alternative, maybe a little bit less pricey, but I will keep you updated on that one. And last but not least, let's talk about bags. So this year I already got my fair share of buying bags and also selling a couple of bags because I made some stupid decisions, to be honest. So now I am definitely taking it a little slower when it comes to the bag purchases. I know that the next bag that I want to purchase has to be something extremely timeless and iconic and classic, and yet something that is a little bit more understated. So I got the saddle bag, I got the Chanel 19 bag. Those bags are very recognizable, very heavily branded also, and the next bag that I'm buying really has to be a little bit different than that. So what I would love to add color-wise is something in a tan, like cognac color. I'm actually thinking about the Loewe puzzle bag, to be honest, because even though it is quite the chunky bag, it is quite boxy and I'm not always a fan of that, I still love the leather. I love the quality of this brand. I only hear good things about Loewe handbags and about Loewe leather. I love the structure and the way that the leather on these bags does feel. I love the touch of it. I love how it is pebbled. I love the color. I think the Loewe tan is the perfect tan. So yeah, I do have my eyes on that, but it's nothing that I do hurry about particularly. So I'm still thinking about it. I try it on from time to time, and you know, if the time feels right, if the moment feels right, I will may get my hands on this one, but maybe I will actually also wait until next spring, summer. Let's see. And that is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed my current wish list. Of course, I will probably not be able to get all of these items. This is just like the whole list of all the things that I love at the moment, and I just wanted to share this inspiration with you. I will of course keep you updated about all of these items in case I order them. So a haul is definitely following up on this video within the next weeks as well. So having said that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!